We need to stop putting a timer on self-care. Self-care is very important, and you shouldn't have a timer on how you take care of yourself. Okay, so while it may look like a lot, it depends on you and how you manage your time. If you need to get up earlier, get up earlier. If you need to stay up a little later, stay up a little later. But make sure you are making time for you and the things that are important to you. Everyone else is going to be okay, but you cannot pour from an empty cup. Okay, so okay, everything shower is done, beauty robe on. Let's get into skincare. Now, since I'm working tonight, I am switching my routine, my day routine. I will just flood at night, and I'm going to do my treatment in the day. So today is my PDRN treatment. PDRN stands for, it's a big word, polyglutathione, and it is salmon sperm derived. It's supposed to help with inflammation of the skin, elasticity, hydration, all those things. So as a woman of a certain age or approaching those ages, I want to make sure I maintain skin elasticity. So I do PDR treatment once or twice a week after all of my exfoliations. Let me clarify that. I don't do it on the same day as the exfoliation, because exfoliation is a treatment in itself. So here we go, we're gonna get ready. So the first things first, need our little drip mitts and headband on. So I do double cleanse only at night, right? And in the daytime, I just do a regular water-based cleanse. So since I'm switching, I'm gonna do a double cleanse, and I'm gonna start with my oil-based cleanser, because that's gonna wash off. Like if you wear makeup, sunscreen, you better be wearing sunscreen. Okay, so my oil cleanser of choice is Rice Water Bright. When you're doing oil cleansing, very important step, okay, you should be washing for at least 60 seconds. But with the oil cleanser, you want to start with a dry face, dry hands. Okay, so a couple of counts, and then you're going to just rub that in to your face. You're gonna do this for at least 60 seconds. Okay, so it is oily, right? I have on contacts, so my vision is a little blurry because the oil's there. But a couple of prerequisites: wash your hands first. That's number one. And secondly, we need to stop putting a timer on self-care. Self-care is very important, and you shouldn't have a timer on how you take care of yourself. Okay, so while it may look like a lot, it depends on you and how you manage your time. If you need to get up earlier, get up earlier. If you need to stay up a little later, stay up a little later. But make sure you are making time for you and the things that are important to you. Everyone else is going to be okay, but you cannot pour from an empty cup. Okay, now so with our oil-based cleanser, the next thing we're going to do, just wet our hands, and just, and you can see how it's starting to like froth up a little bit. Another 60 seconds. Yes, we're giving ourselves some time. Alright, so that's done. I'm all rinsed. When rinsing, you want to make sure that you are not using hot water. You want to make sure the water is warm, it's tepid, it's not cold, it's not hot. Okay, so me, I don't really do any drying in between. I find that cotton rounds or anything like that adds to breakouts for me. So now I'm gonna go ahead with the second wash, and I use the Anua Heartleaf with AHA. Now, so is it AHA? BHA. So it does have a little salicylic acid in it. It's good for acne prone skin. Okay, it is a foaming wash. This is how it comes out. I am down to the end. So I'm gonna just start to massage that into my skin. 60 seconds. So for me, one of the things that I do, your neck is also a part of your skincare. So I do bring any of the products that I use down to my neck and my chest area, and also hit behind my ears. Especially if you wear costume jewelry, sometimes you get little rashes back there. So keeping your skincare routine to reach these areas keeps down any like skin breakouts. Okay, so we did our 60 seconds. All right, so now same thing, just like the oil cleanser, we wet our hands and we're going to start to foam it up. And yes, another 60 seconds. Hello, all we did was cleanse. Can you see the difference when it's just such a deep clean? So next, since I'm doing my night routine, I would add a facial mist. And I use the Cocokind Magnesium spray, all the benefits of magnesium. So I spray for about 7 seconds, just for extra coverage, moisture, okay, all the way down to the neck. All right, from then, we're gonna move on to our toners. When using your toners, you wanna make sure, especially on a treatment night, that you are not using a toner that has any actives, any type of exfoliation or anything. I'm only using hydrating toners. I have 4 toners, 5 if you include the mist that I just used. And do I use them all? Most of the time, yes, I do. And sometimes I rotate them into certain routines. Because I am using a treatment and I will not be adding essence, I am going to use all 4 of my toners, okay? So the first one that I'm going to use is going to be by Acwell. This is a licorice root, and it is skin pH balancing. I don't use any, again, like kind of, what is it, makeup rounds or anything like that. I just use my hands and nicely rub into all of my skin. Again, bringing it down to my neck and my chest. I also add it to the back of my hands. These are places that show aging, so I try to make sure I cover those spots. And the next toner would be a rice water toner. Okay, it is like viscous, so it's good, and it will like settle at the top. So I go ahead and shake that first. Rub it together. Same thing. Rub it right into your skin. Making sure we hit all the spots. Bringing it down to the neck, chest area. I used to have so much acne right here, and since I've started doing this, it's cleared up so nicely. Next product I'm going to use, now I know I said that I'm not using an essence, but I use this essence as a toner, and this is Mugwort, and this is for if you have fungal acne, for irritation, redness, inflammation. This is good for acne prone skin. You break out, it brightens, it balances, and all those things. It's a little pricey depending on where you get it from. It's like $40 in Ulta. I get it from Amazon, $28.50. Okay, so, and it's just so, it feels so comforting on the skin as well. Hello, there's a little shine in my skin already, and it just looks clean. Next, I'm going in with my utmost favorite toner, and it feels so good on my skin. And I notice, like, when I use it, I always let out like a little moan, just because it just feels so comforting on my skin. And this is TIRTIR's Milky Skin Toner. It's just, it's full of, it is soothing, it is moisturizing. I believe it has peptides and all that stuff, and it is just so good. It just feels so good going on my skin. Okay. Now, all these products that I do use, I believe, are unscented, because scent will cause and can cause skin irritation for certain skin types. So I try to use products that do not have any fragrance in them. I know it seems like we're taking long, right? Because even though I say don't put a timer on self-care, I know people will. And this is going a lot longer because I'm yapping. If you're consistently just doing this, you can finish this entire routine within 8 minutes, less than 10 minutes. So the next step is going to be my Snail Mucin. So technically, yes, I am using an essence, and this is going to give you that bouncy elasticity, that glass skin glow that everybody just loves. This is that holy grail that helps you get that. And it doesn't have any actives in it, basically hydration. Okay, so here we are. Now we have prepped the skin for the treatment. The treatment that I mentioned is the PDRN. I use the Medicube PDRN 1-day serum ampules. Okay, there are PDRN masks. There's other brands, but I find that this one works best for me. It is like a serum, so here it is. Okay, and I just pop that open and just glide that. We don't want to be rough, right? Because we're ladies and we live soft. All right, so we're just gonna let that glide right on. So for me, you don't have to do this step, but for me, because we hydrated and now we did our treatment, I like to give my skin a minute, at least a minute, to just absorb everything. Not necessarily a priority or that you have to. This is just a preference for me. I like to let everything soak in, and a lot of this is you seeing is just shine and not necessarily moisture. So, but I am going to give it another minute. All right, so now we need to lock in our serum. Even though the PDRN is a type of serum, I am going to go in with another serum, and I'm going in with the Good Molecules Niacinamide serum. Niacinamide is what I love for hyperpigmentation. So these dark spots that I have used to be tons worse than what they are right now. Niacinamide has been helping with that, brightening those hyperpigmentation spots. Okay, so I'm just gonna rub this in gently, of course. And we're at the bitter end. We are at the bitter end. I will say all the products that I am using are tailored to my skin type. I am a sensitive skin girly. I do have a little bit of combo, dry skin, a little oily, T-zone, and very much acne prone. As you can see, I am getting a pimple right here. And I do get cyclic acne, which is what this is, and I do have treatments for that. So now we have all that done. Now it's time to moisturize, and I use the Tula Day and Night Moisturizer. I like lightweight moisturizers. I don't like anything heavy on my skin. I do not slug with Vaseline or any Aquaphors or anything like that. I find those to be pore clogging. So we're just gonna rub this in. And we made it to the end. So we're gonna lock in with a little of the Ordinary's Squalane Oil Lip Balm. And even though I am in the house, I will be in that mirror, in the window where the sun is peeking in. So sunscreen, non-negotiable. And that is it. This took it took less than 10 minutes. And the gratification and the love that you pour into yourself in this time will reflect in your skin. So take your time, enjoy it, feel good, you look good. What do you have to lose, right? All right, y'all.